morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us here at www.svgattic.com. I am going to show you how to assemble the Janie's Wedding Favor Box collection. And right now we're going to start off with the bride. The bride should always come first. And I've already cut out my pieces. I have the wedding dress here, the box front here, and the box sides right here. Now with the wedding dress, I went ahead and I embossed the front of it, and all you're going to do is line up the edges, the bottom here, and crease at the top. We'll set that aside. And we're going to score the sides so that we can assemble this. Now, I do not like to put score marks in my projects from the cutter because I think it doesn't look as nice if you're scoring it yourselves. Now, all you're going to do is score from the top edge right here where it meets at the angle, and just score it all the way down the side. Do that for the other side here. And then you're going to score right in between, I'll call them the arrows. They look like arrows. Okay, now all you're going to do is fold them over and crease. Fold over and crease, fold over and crease. And the same for the other side. Okay, and then you're going to fold this side over and that side over, and then we're going to get out our glue. Now I use this Scotch glue, and lately it has been exploding on me. It will clog up right in the middle of gluing, and then with the slightest bit of pressure it will explode onto my project with a big old glob. Not liking that right now. So you're just going to glue the tabs on one side, and my glue has done it again. See? There it is. And on the other side. Now I'm going to take a scrap piece of paper and get that glue off right now. And there we go. Even that out there. Okay, now we're going to take this piece and flip it so that we are not gluing on the side that has texture on it. And you're just going to line it up with the edge right here. Okay, you're just going to put all the sides down and line them up quickly. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I'm just shoving it over from the inside with my hand. And then you line up the top with the edge of the dress right here. And I didn't do that good of a job right there, so my glue has already hardened. I'm going to just snip off a little bit on the top. Okay, now we're going to do the other side. We're going to glue it onto the dress. And you just take your glue and do the same thing on the tabs. And then you line it up, making sure it's the inside of the dress. And you just line up the tabs, same as you did. Okay, see how that works? Now, they're all glued down on the inside. You have it glued right here, and it's lined up to the edge of the dress. Okay, so now all we're going to do is Make sure that's all glued down there. And you're going to take care of the front. Now, you're going to tuck in the sides and fold it closed. And bring your dress to match the bottom here. Okay, and then what I did with mine was I took my ATG gun and I just ran it along the bottom there. And then you'd close it shut that way. But if this is for a wedding, which I will assume it is, because that's what it is made for, you can glue that down so that it holds a lot longer than the ATG glue will. And just go ahead and embellish the waist with a pretty twine or ribbon button. Flower button would look really cute. And you don't have to be stuck with just using this for wedding. You can use it for bridal shower. You know, just a little treat box with, you can even make it like a little black dress. It doesn't necessarily have to be a wedding dress. It's very versatile. So I hope you enjoyed that tutorial for the wedding dress. Okay, now to work on the tuxedo. I've already cut out all of my pieces, and I've already done all of my folding and scoring. Since I already showed you how to do that with the wedding dress, it's not going to be much different at all. So I'm just going to go ahead and start gluing my tabs here. And then we will line it up on the paper here. As you can probably see, I already tried doing this once and it did not turn out too good. The glue dried too fast. I didn't have it lined up all the way because I'm trying to show you how to do it. And I couldn't see what I was doing. So, there, that's all the way lined up, right? And then this side. Okay, there we go. Don't know why this glue is not sticking right now. It doesn't like the black cardstock for some reason today. Or it just doesn't like me. I'm not sure which one yet. We'll see. Okay, now we're going to apply glue to the top tabs. Now we're going to take our outside of our tuxedo box right here and make sure you're going to glue it to the back side. The front side has the slits cut out already, and we're going to glue that on right now. Okay, and just, there we go. Move it around until you get it lined up right. Then outside. There we go. Now, that is all lined up in there. And we're going to flip over. Now we're going to take this part. Actually, we probably should have done this first, is folding over the collar on the tuxedo. Now, I would use my bone file for this and just line it up on each of the edges of the slits. And then it should help give you a nice smooth crease so that it's as straight as you can possibly get it. Now, I didn't do that very well, but let's try on this side. Okay, yes, I would definitely recommend doing this first before putting the box on. And here we go. And crease and then fold over. And I always like to give it a nice crease with my bone file. There we go. Now it's nice crisp crease right there. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to give him a shirt. Now, there is a slit right here that your cutter cuts for you, and that is where the handkerchief is going to go. And the handkerchief is right here. I know it's cut a little funky, but no one's going to see the inside of this. Okay, and you're just going to make sure that the collar is up and gets up in there at the same time the handkerchief does. And then you just adjust it to how you want it to look. And center the collar up at the top as much as possible. Okay, so that looks good. Now, oh, slippery. Okay, this guy's giving me trouble. Okay, there we go. And now he is assembled. Then you flip him over, and this is when you're going to be putting your glue on. You do not want to do it first. It takes a little while to get him lined up correctly. And I just put a small tack of glue at the very bottom. You don't need much. Slits really hold it in there. Now you're going to do the same thing as the wedding dress, and tuck the sides in here. Okay, and fold. You get a little fold in there so that it can close very easily. Then take your ATG gun or your glue. If you are going to be using this at the wedding, I suggest you use glue, a really good bonding glue, so that it'll hold throughout the ceremony, you know, the reception. I did notice after a little while that the tuxedo was the one that popped off. The wedding box I made yesterday is still very much intact. And it looks gorgeous. And I really think I should have embossed the one I made yesterday as well. And now we're going to attach the tie. And that goes, I'm going to need my tweezer beads for this. If you haven't noticed, I'm pretty shaky. And no, that is not from nerves. It's just who I am. I've always been shaky. Okay, and just put a dab of glue right in the center of the bow tie. And then you just glue it on right there. I would suggest doing the bow tie before you even attach the shirt to the tuxedo. I don't know why I'm doing it this way. Probably because I'm nervous. And I'll probably be redoing this tutorial. Anyway, thank you very much. That's it.